The sides of any right triangle are related by a rule called the Pythagorean theorem. We talked about it earlier. Here's the Pythagorean theorem. Here's the Pythagorean theorem. Please know it. I had to remind my 8th graders about it today. That's not good. You guys need to know this. You need to commit it to memory. You need to know what the Pythagorean theorem is, as well as you know how to spell Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H. Okay? Now, in the Pythagorean theorem, it only deals with right triangles. Only with right triangles. So one of them has to be a right angle. And the two sides that make up the right angle, do you see those two sides? They make the right angle, don't they? This is called a leg. This side is called a leg. Those two are the legs. Now the other side that does not make the right angle, it's across from the right angle. Does anyone know what its name is? It's a funny name. Emily? Close. It's called the hypotenuse. Right? The hypotenuse. It's a funny name, but get it down, because you'll use it a lot. All right? Now, what the Pythagorean theorem says is take one of the legs, it doesn't matter which one, but one of them, and square it. And take the other leg and square it. And add them together. When you square both of the legs and add them together, they equal the square of the hypotenuse. C is always the hypotenuse. Okay? It doesn't matter which leg you make A and B. But C always has to be the hypotenuse. Everybody okay on that? Now this is why we learned how to square and take square roots, so that we could work with the Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, Barrett. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think they like A, B, and C. They're in a row like that. And C is kind of by itself. So rather than setting A by itself, they put C by itself. But I don't know. But I don't care what letter they call it. The one that's by itself, that it equals, is always the hypotenuse. Okay? All right. Now, this says you are designing a roof as shown at the right. Okay, there it is. There's the roof. Okay? What is the distance from the ridge, that's the part along the top of the roof, to the eave down here? They want to know, what is this distance? Okay? Now, I know from the way from the way the number is written, they didn't write it in the middle, did they? They wrote it over here, between here and here. So that side is 12. What's the length of this side? Can anyone tell me what the length of that is? The side, that's from the bottom of the roof up to the ridge. What's the length of that? Can you see it, Hannah?
8 feet.
It's 8. Okay? Now let me do this. I'm actually going to draw this triangle, and I'm going to move it to the side so we can see it. Okay? Now, what did you say this was over here, Hannah?
8.
That's 8. And what's this down here?
12.
That's 12. Let me ask you, do you see that this is a right triangle?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is the Pythagorean theorem? Can anyone tell me what the Pythagorean theorem stated? You can't see it anymore, but what is it, Moreau? Oh, no? No? Emma? A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Now, which one of these numbers or sides stands for A? Which one stands for A? Aiden?
8 or 12.
Okay, well, which one do you want it to be?
12.
Okay, Aiden says let A be, or 12 be A. All right, well, which is B then? What is B? Allie?
8.
B is 8. Okay, so where is C then? Where is C? Vivian? It's this one?
It's the one that's by itself.
It's the one that's by itself? Yes. What do we call that? Yeah, I'm getting close to it. We'll have to do it on the next video. What do we call it, Daniel? The hypotenuse. Okay, let's pick it up on the next video.